Every day, you live a full life. Mornings, work, family, little routines. But somehow, when you try to say it in English, it all disappears. That's not a knowledge problem. That's a practice problem. And today, we solve it. Welcome back to English Speakology. This is day 3. And just to bring you up to speed if you're new here, we started with something simple but powerful on day 1, learning how to introduce yourself in English using 4 clear parts. And then yesterday, we built on that by learning greetings and small talk. Today, we're taking the next natural step in that same conversation. Let's get into the lesson. The grammar tool we need today is called the simple present tense, and I promise you, it's much simpler than it sounds. We use the simple present tense to talk about habits, routines, and things that happen regularly, exactly what a daily routine is. Here's the basic rule. For most subjects, I, you, we, they, you just use the base form of the verb. For example, I wake up at 7. They go to work at 9. But when the subject is he, she, or it, you add an S to the verb. For example, she wakes up at 7. He goes to work at 9. To make a sentence negative, use do not or does not plus the base form of the verb. For most subjects, I, you, we, they, you use do not or the shorter form don't. For example, I don't wake up early on weekends. They don't go to work on Sundays. But when the subject is he, she, or it, you use does not or the shorter form doesn't, and importantly, the verb goes back to its base form without the S. For example, she doesn't wake up early on weekends. He doesn't go to work on Sundays. To ask a yes or no question, simply start the sentence with do or does instead of putting them in the middle. For most subjects, I, you, we, they, you start with do. For example, do you wake up early? Do they go to work on weekends? But when the subject is he, she, or it, you start with does. And again, the main verb drops the S and goes back to its base form. For example, does she wake up early? Does he go to work on weekends? To ask for more specific information, simply add a WH word, like what, where, when, why, or how, right before do or does, and the rest of the sentence stays exactly the same. For most subjects, I, you, we, they, you say, what time do you wake up? Where do they work? But when the subject is he, she, or it, you say, what time does she wake up? Where does he work? Notice the pattern never changes. WH word plus do or does plus subject plus base verb. That's really the entire grammar rule for today. Just remember that small S for he, she, and it. Everything else stays exactly the same. Morning. To talk about waking up, you can say, I wake up at time, or I get up early in the morning. To talk about getting ready, you can say, I take a shower and get dressed, or I get ready for work, or I get ready for school. For breakfast, it's simply, I have breakfast at time, or I eat something quick before I leave. Midday. To talk about going somewhere, you can say, I go to work at time, or I go to university, or I go to school. To talk about lunch, it's just, I have lunch at around time, or I take a short lunch break at work. Evening and night. To talk about returning home, you can say, I come back home at time, or I get home around time. To talk about relaxing, you can say, I relax for a while, or I watch TV, or I spend time with my family. And to end the day, simply, I have dinner at time, and then I go to bed around time. Notice something important here. Every single one of these phrases uses the exact same simple structure. Subject plus verb plus a small detail like a time or place. There's no complicated grammar hiding anywhere in a daily routine description. It's really just these same simple building blocks repeated for each part of the day. It also helps to have a few extra phrases ready for the parts of the day that don't always fit neatly into morning, afternoon, evening, and night. For commuting, you can say, I take the bus to work, or I drive to the office, or it takes me about 20 minutes to get there. For breaks during the day, you can say, I take a short break around 11, or I usually grab a coffee in the afternoon. And for weekends specifically, since routines often change, you can say, on weekends, I usually sleep in, or I don't follow the same routine on weekends, I just relax. Let's put a full daily routine together now so you can hear how naturally it flows. I usually wake up at 7 in the morning. I take a shower, get dressed, and have a quick breakfast. Then I go to work at 9. I have lunch around 1, usually with my coworkers. In the evening, I come back home around 6, relax for a bit, and have dinner with my family. I usually go to bed around 11. Notice how that entire routine, from waking up to going to bed, uses nothing but the simple present tense, a handful of time expressions, and short connected sentences. There's no advanced vocabulary in there, no complicated grammar, just simple, repeatable structure, connected smoothly. Let's try one more example, this time for a student, so you can see how the same structure adapts to a different life. I usually get up around 8. I get ready quickly and go to university by 9. I have classes until early afternoon, and then I usually study at the library for a couple of hours. In the evening, I meet friends sometimes, or I just relax at home. I go to bed pretty late, usually around midnight. Again, same simple building blocks, only the details changed. This is exactly the kind of flexible structure you want in your head, so that no matter what your actual daily routine looks like, you already know exactly how to describe it in English. Here's your practice for today. I want you to pause the video and describe your own daily routine out loud from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. Once you've practiced, comment below with your full daily routine in English from morning to night. I'll be reading through these, so take your time and make it genuinely yours. Tomorrow, on day 4, we're going to take this a step further and start practicing how to talk about your habits and things you don't do using negative sentences and frequency adverbs, so you can describe not just what you do every day, but also what you don't do and how often things really happen. For now, practice your daily routine a few times out loud. Comment it below, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 4. So, day 3 is all about talking about your daily routine confidently. By the end of this video, you'll be able to describe a normal day in your life from morning to night using simple, correct English.